One thing I've come to realize. There's levels to this shit. There's levels. What you're experiencing right now is simply a level of your life. What I'm experiencing right now is a level in my life. Everyone is experiencing the level that they're currently in life. Me, I've gone from dead broke, loser, alcoholic, drug addict, DUI, crashing cars, getting arrested, criminal, rock bottom in my life, kicked out of my parents' house, sleeping from couch to couch, basically homeless. I've gone from that level to the level I'm at now, where I have a multi-six-figure business, coaching business. I have a family, I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a provider, I'm a motivator. I've worked with over 500 people over the course of the last 9 years. There's levels to this shit. And what I want to do with this video is I want to share with you my levels. I want to share with you my levels. And I want to share with you the lesson that I had to learn in each level to reach the next level. In the hopes that you too can learn something about where I've been and what I've done, where I've came from and what I've been able to accomplish. But more importantly, learn what it takes to get from level to level consistently and to never stop leveling up. Because that's something that happens to many people, is they get to a specific point and they stop leveling up. And I don't want that for you guys. So my level one was rock bottom. I was out of high school, freshly into university. I was drinking every single day. I was smoking weed every single day. I was stealing and committing fraud from the place of work that I was at. I had crashed 2 vehicles drinking and driving. I later got arrested that same summer for theft and fraud, almost convicted. Arrested a second time that summer for possession of drugs. I was fired from 5 jobs in one summer, in one single summer, that same summer where I was at rock bottom. I was kicked out of my parents' house. My level one was rock bottom. Rock bottom. Negative dollars in my bank account. Couldn't pay any of my bills. Defaulted on my phone bill. Defaulted on everything. Complete loser. That was my level one. Now, the lesson I had to learn to get out of level one, I needed to associate level one with a place that I never wanted to fucking go back to. Never. There was so much pain in level one. Pain that I caused my family, pain that I felt myself, pain that I caused myself. I had lost all of my physical athleticism that I had in high school from playing football because I was just drinking every single day and doing drugs. I associated so much pain. I had to learn to associate so much pain to that place that I would never go back there. That's what I learned that got me to level 2. Level 2 is when I met my wife. I met my wife, I started cleaning up my act. I was still drinking, partying all the time. I was still messing around on the weekends, but I finally met a girl that I liked, committed to her, and found a job and was able to hold on to the job. My level 2 was simply holding a job and being committed to one person. That was my level 2. Level 3 for me was starting to get into fitness, starting to work out, starting to set goals that were fitness related. I wanted to compete, I wanted to get better, I wanted to better myself. What it took for me to go from level 2 to level 3 was I had to travel. I traveled. I went to Asia. I took 7 months went to Asia, taught English, taught kindergarten, taught phys ed in Asia for 7 months, and it really helped me find myself. So level 2, the way that I went from level 2 to 3 was that I found myself. I figured out what I wanted to truly do, and then I decided that it was health and fitness, and I decided to do that. Level 3 for me, like I said, level 3 for me was committing to health and fitness. Starting to set goals. I was still partying on the weekends. I was still bullshitting around. I was still wasting time. But at least I had some form of direction. That was level 3 for me. During level 3, I had to, in order to get to level 4, and level 4 was becoming a professional athlete. What I had to learn in level 3 was to dig deep, okay? And this is for any goal that you set in your life. You're gonna have to dig deep. It doesn't matter what the goal is, unless it's a small, shitty goal. You're gonna need to learn to dig deep in your life. For me to go from level 3 to 4, level 4 being a professional athlete, I had to learn how to go deep, dig deep, search and find my inner strength, my inner warrior, the inner person who would take me out of any situation. Level 3 to 4 for me was an internal journey. Even though I transformed externally, it was an internal journey of learning how to become that warrior, that alpha that I know that's inside of me. That's what I learned getting to level 4. At level 4, being a professional athlete, I was a WBFF pro first. At 21, I was a WBFF pro, which is a fitness modeling corporation, like fitness modeling company. Reaching level 5 for me was starting my business. That was level 5. Level 4, I knew how to dig deep. I knew how to make a decision. I knew how to commit. And because I was able to dig deep, because I knew how to make a decision and I knew how to commit, I was able to start a business. And that business is the business that I have to this day. However, few key things are different now compared to then. Then, my business was just scraping by. I was making the bare bones minimum. I think I was at around $3,000 a month. I was slowly finding my way in business. And what I had to learn going from level 4 to 5, which is level 5 being a business owner, I had to learn how to use social media. I had to learn how to get myself out there. I had to learn how to not be afraid of people, not worry about what people thought of me. I had to learn how to step into what I knew was my greatness at the time, which was the fact that I knew that I could motivate people to do what I did, which was get in better shape, because I had been there before. I've been out of shape before. I know what that's like. Back then, I had to learn how to use social media and step out of my comfort zone to build up to level 5. Level 5, I own my business. In order to get from level 5 to level 6, level 6 being family, okay? Level 6 being a family. When I had my business and my family was just around the corner, my son was about to be born, I had to learn how to truly be a man. And I had to learn how to truly make sacrifices. And I had to learn how to put others before myself, because up until that point, my wife and I were still fighting most weekends because we were drinking. We were still fighting most weekends because we were out partying and doing stupid shit. And I had to truly learn how to become a man of reservation. I had to learn how to become reserved. Level 6 of being a father, that's the big one. That's the time where everything changes. That's a time where you're no longer looking out for you and your interests, but you also have to look out for the interests of little people. And those little people come first. Over you, over your wife, over what you want to do, come first over pretty much everything. However, that's the common way of doing it. The way that we did it, and how I went from level 6 to 7. And level 7 being scaling my business to quantum leap levels, from 5 figures into the 6 figures. While having a family, that's level 6. I had to learn how to re-put myself and my wife first over the kids. In order to hit that next level in my business, I needed to learn how to put my actions, my life, my health and fitness, my business, my wife's happiness, our relationship above the needs of the children. That's how I went from level 5 to 6. At level 6, with a multi-six-figure business, level 6 to level 7, level 7 is me living here. Level 7 is me living on an island with the house of my dreams, the family of my dreams, with the business of my dreams, doing everything that I've ever dreamed of so far. Doing the stuff that I dreamed of 7 levels ago. Okay? How I got from level 6 to level 7. Level 6 being having a successful business. Level 7 being having a successful business and living not in Canada but in an entirely new country with the house of my dreams and living the life that I've always wanted. I had to go against the grain. That was the lesson from level 6 to 7. Go against the grain. Because when I went from level 6 to 7, meaning when I left Canada with my business and my family, and I moved to Dominican Republic to find our dream home, it was the middle of COVID. And in COVID, everyone was afraid. Everyone was scared. No one knew what to do. Everyone was losing their minds, wearing masks, poking themselves. And Canada especially was a country where they were forcing people to abide by rules that I did not agree with. In order for me to go from level 6 to level 7, I went against the grain. Okay? So far in my journey, up to level 7, I learned how to make a decision to never go back to those dark places again. I had to learn how to commit to not only one person, but to 3 people other than myself. I had to learn how to be patient and work hard in silence while there was no results in business for years. I had to learn how to dig deep and find that inner warrior, the inner alpha being that was going to take me to the next level as a professional athlete and as a businessman. I had to learn how to operate a business. And I had to learn how to go against the grain. When every single person around me, every single person around my family, every single person in our entire country wanted, demanded, and required of me to do the things that I did not want to do. I went completely against the grain. My wife and I left the country and moved to a country that we knew was more free. That we knew that we could live the life that we wanted. That's what level up. That's what I've learned so far. And here's the crazy thing. Levels never end unless you let them end. So the level I'm at right now, the level 7 that I am on currently right now, I know that there's a level 8. I know that there's a level 9. I know there's a level 10. There are so many more things that I know for certain that I will do with my life. But in order to achieve those next levels, you have to learn something new. You have to shed your old ways of thinking. You have to shed your old ways of being. You have to become something more. And you have to be willing to not listen to what other people tell you. Over the course of the last 8 years, I'm 27 by the way. Over the course of the last 8 years, I've done more in my life than many people do in a lifetime. Now, I'm not saying that to brag. I'm not saying that to make anyone who's watching this feel bad. I'm saying that because there are levels to life. And if you stop learning, and you stop growing, and you stop evolving, and you stop setting higher targets, you'll be stuck at the level that you're at right now for the rest of your life. Now, whether that's a good or a bad thing is up to you. I don't know where you're at. I don't know what your goals are. I don't know how amazing you have it. You could be worth $100. You could be worth $100 million. My objective for this video was to share with you the levels I've achieved so far, in the hopes that you can take note and quantifiably assess the level that you're at right now, so that you can adequately make decisions on how to reach the next level in your life. And with that, I'd like to welcome you to the Tahj Howell YouTube channel. Every single week, 3 times per week, I'm going to be dropping a new video with the hopes that I can help elevate your mindset to a boss mentality. Because that's something that I truly aim to achieve. That's something that I believe that I have developed to an extent. And that is something that I want to help bestow upon the men of this world, is the boss mentality. Understanding that until you become the boss of your own life, and until you take your own life, your own health, your own finances, your vision, your goals, until you take everything in your life to the next level, you will be a peon, like everybody else. Watch this channel if you want to learn what it takes to develop a boss mentality, to develop yourself in a way where you know without a shadow of a doubt that you will reach the next level in your life, and that you become the person that you need to become, and you're willing to do the work that it takes to be that person. Welcome to Tahj Howell, Boss Mentality.